So could Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO, buy TikTok? That's the subject of today's video. And in fact, this is a very important issue. Don't sleep on this one. And let's just jump right in. So first, check out the headlines. This is going on right now. Congress hawks hold firm. TikTok must sell or go. Basically, there are very real concerns about the data issues regarding TikTok. It is a Chinese company, and they have a U.S. branch. And the basic gist is that Congress said, hey, you got to sell this thing to have U.S. ownership. Otherwise, we're booting you out. The Supreme Court recently just ruled, yep, you're going to boot this thing. And so TikTok could get banned on Sunday, again, because Congress deems it unsafe. Trump is considering whether or not to do an executive order to save TikTok, and then theoretically Musk would buy it. This has some very real security concerns. And essentially, if it boils down to Musk wants to sell your data to the Chinese Communist Party. That's essentially what it is. Let me go through what the Supreme Court said, though, and we'll try to jump right into this. Supreme Court, it says here, the court, in an unsigned 20-page opinion, acknowledged that, quote, for more than 170 million Americans, TikTok offers a distinctive and expansive outlet for expression, means of engagement, and source of community. But Congress has determined that divestiture is necessary to address its well-supported national security concerns regarding TikTok's data collection practices in relationship with a foreign adversary. Okay, so Congress has determined this is a risk, TikTok. And I understand, guys. I understand. If you use TikTok, you're like, what do you mean? It's just people dancing. It's not a big deal. Or it's just people, pumping up Trump. I like Trump, right? I want to give you some scenarios of why this would be a concern. So first, on social media, there's a lot of fake stuff. Okay. So for example, this is Donald Trump tweeting out on Elon Musk platform, basically a fake video of Trump and Obama together, and Trump uses AI to just basically fake what these people are saying. That for me is a very major concern because a lot of people don't realize that these deep fakes, are fake. They think it's real. So I can just make up anything that I want about any leader saying anything at any time, right? So there's that. So you have spread of whatever fake stuff that they want you to believe. Another issue with the TikTok situation is Musk wants to have an everything app. He's been talking about this for a while. So this was back in 2023. They were saying Musk wants X to be YouTube, LinkedIn, FaceTime, dating apps, and even your bank, right? All sorts of stuff. He's been wanting to do this a payments app for a while. Musk also wants you to use X for email. Basically, just all sorts of stuff under the sun. Now, the reason why we generally don't have everything apps in the USA is because of monopoly laws. We don't necessarily want one company to own everything. Obviously, from Musk's point of view, he's like, well, I want a monopoly. I want you to do all your business, everything on my platform. Let me give you some scenarios of how Musk could take advantage of this. So, or the Chinese Communist Party. So let's say, for example, they set up whatever people, and Musk has a dating app thing on there, and they sort of basically have spies send you messages to try to date you, right? And this kind of stuff, and collect information that way. That would be one example. Another example, let's say you have email or messaging, and you monitor whatever accounts, and if you can convince everyone to be on your email, then the Chinese Communist Party has access to all your email. And this is essentially, remember, Musk is in their pocket. Musk will never criticize China. He's got a factory, the Shanghai factory, right? Tesla there. He never says anything about China. In fact, he praises the government. He praises Chinese workers, etc. But data is a very sensitive issue. So I'll give you another example. Let's say that a reporter, puts out a story, or myself puts out a story of, hey, Musk is corrupt, or hey, there's a Chinese politician that's corrupt, or hey, Trump is corrupt, or whatever, right? Someone's corrupt. These people then can have your location data, right? Just think about that, because TikTok's on your phone, they can get your location data and they can track your movements. That is a very real concern. Don't sleep on this stuff. Chinese Communist Party is all about tracking people, and Musk and Trump, they're just about making money. Oh, well, if the Chinese people give me money, I'll take that money. And so the Congress is like, send this, you got to sell this to American ownership, so we make sure that, China doesn't have access to said data, right? And the way that they get around it would be like, oh, well, we'll just let Musk buy it, right? And then China controls Musk. Hope you guys understand the real concerns of this. I'll give you another scenario. What if, for example, you have enlisted, and so, could be officers as well, but we'll just say soldiers at whatever bases, or wherever countries are in, using TikTok to do video calls or just make videos in general, just upload that. Then suddenly, the Chinese Communist Party knows where our troops are, right? These kind of things. Like, there's just so much data involved with this stuff, be it with Tesla, whatever. With the X app, if you have this everything app in TikTok, whatever, and they get you to spend money and do crypto transactions and betting, whatever they can do on this thing, then you got tons of laundering on this thing. So there's any number of concerns regarding Musk, the flow of information. I'll give you another example. I'm just want you guys to understand the seriousness of these kind of platforms, especially when you have a ton of users on it. You could either suppress stories or push stories. So, for example, this is a story that just came out minutes ago. Amazon pauses drone deliveries after aircraft crashed in the rain. So, I guess they have a trouble in the rain, right? These things don't work that good. So, Musk could be, basically promoting, Amazon drones are bad. Amazon drones are bad. But guess what? Tesla's got drones and Tesla's got robots. You should buy ours, right? And then you'll promote whatever influencers to pump up their particular products. So you could hurt your competition's products, pump your products. Here's an example. I always show you guys from time to time. These are Tesla stock promoters. They're paid through X to basically pump a bunch of nonsense. And they embarrass themselves on a daily basis. That's why it's entertaining, but I want you to understand these people are paid by Musk. Farzad, this is one of the stock promoters. People are severely underestimating Tesla bot, IMO. There are tens of thousands of them by the end of 2026. Their proven track record ramping AI compute on FSD, which navigates the real world, will pay dividends with the bot. They're talking about humanoid robots, right? Tesla's a car company, and they're just trying to sell you these fantasies of these humanoid robots. And then Nick, another one of the Tesla stock promoters. So underestimated, 2030, there will be millions, right? Like this nonsense. But, in the world that we live today, you have a lot of young, impressionable people. They're all on TikTok. So if Musk takes over TikTok, you're going to see all kinds of stuff. We're talking about Tesla. Just imagine you have like all these like paid people to tell you how awesome Trump is every day or whatever. So you have real concerns of tracking movements of people, tracking private messages of people, etc. And this is part of how it's ironic because these people all, they always complain about, the government's out there controlling me and stuff like that. And yet they're all working within said system for that. Here's another example. So this is the stuff that Musk tweets out. I guess there was a Capitol Hill staffer supposed to be in DC saying, hey, would you consider a 32-hour work week? Musk tweets it out and he gets all his followers to make fun of said person. And it's kind of funny because, 99% of us are workers, right? So if I said, hey, you could work from home, have a flexible schedule, we'll do 32 hours, something like that. You'd be like, hey, as a worker, that doesn't sound so bad. But then like Musk gets all these people to be like, oh, I hate workers. Donald Trump's going to come in and lay down the law and you're all going to work lots and lots of hours. Or, if you don't want to work 80 hours a week, because that's what Musk wants. He was looking for people to work for his Doge thing, 80 hours a week. And Musk called it, he wants high IQ individuals. And if you don't want to work, how about 0 hours? You're fired. And he promotes whatever account this is. This is a stock one. I don't know what that is. They got a gold check mark. So I think that means they pay $10,000 a year to get that gold check mark. Kind of crazy. Even Mean Green Mothers, like part of workday are BSing with coworkers, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know what to make of if he's going to buy it for sure. I'll just say that it would definitely be something that he would be interested in. And I think the issue would be right now is they're trying to figure out, okay, where are we going to get the money? You've already lost a bunch of people money on the Twitter deal. But this goes back to, if you just see my last video regarding tariffs and the slush fund to all go to Musk. Watch that video if you haven't already. And the absurdity of our world, and I want to point this stuff out, is that people are actually even betting these days on how many times Musk tweets a day. So this is the headline. I was like, you bet on anything these days. Elon Musk tweets so much, people bet over 1 million weekly to guess how many posts. And I guess the guess are anywhere from 400 to 800 posts. And on top of that, just to make sure it's clear, Musk cheated on a video game. I guess maybe more than one. He pays other people to play said games, and the people have been calling him out on that. So that's the easiest thing to understand. But I really want you to understand the importance of, if Musk has an everything app for, again, your emails, your texts, your dating services. Think of all the ways they could, try to set up and frame people that way with dating stuff. There's tons of dating scams out there. You guys know this, be it spies or whatever. I mean, the dating scams and the spies are separate, but just understand that this kind of stuff, people fall for these things. And Plus, then you have like all the crypto and money laundering and all kinds of nonsense going on. And then you have the algorithms to push whatever messages that they want you to see. So this is serious stuff. If Musk buys this thing, I frankly hope he doesn't. But I get it. He bought off the presidency, and probably right now they're trying to figure out how to get the money and go from there. So I want to hear your thoughts on this one. I do appreciate your time, and I'll catch you on the next video.